Shahrukh Khan.
Shahrukh Khan. Dada.
Shahrukh Khan.
We are at the border to Uzbekistan now. This is one of the cheapest flights I've ever taken in my life. Almaty to Shymkent, 1700 rupees. In 1941, the Soviet Union was fighting for its life against the Nazi invasion. And this is a monument depicting that war, 1941 to 45. And up here it says, "Victory in the Great War for Freedom" by Nazarbayev, the first president of Kazakhstan. It's incredibly funny that there are two kinds of monuments in this town. One depicting Kazakhstan's role in the Soviet wars on the side of the USSR. And there is also a museum of political repression when Kazakhs were politically repressed by the USSR. These are the pictures of a lot of Kazakh leaders and intellectuals who were captured and many of them martyred, imprisoned or executed by the Soviet regime. A lot of these people were shot or even sent to far-off, sparsely populated lands for doing nothing. The regime of Joseph Stalin killed over 2 million people in Kazakhstan alone and forced over 1 million to run away to Iran, to China, and to other nomadic routes. This is the main piece of the museum. A lot of people struggling, fighting, their hands tied together. An infant dying of hunger and repression. All the victims of Soviet policies, which you can see right here with this 5-pointed bloody star. Gulags. The red dots are gulags. So here's an interesting question. Should Kazakhstan get rid of the monument that depicted their fight on the side of the USSR against the Nazi invasion, when they have a museum depicting the repression of the same Soviet regime against their people right in front of the monument? Now, a lot of people might argue that removing the monuments of the Soviet past would be a good thing because it would remove the shackles of Soviet bondage from the generations of Kazakhstan to come. Viewers of mine from India, you might be familiar with what we have, a triangular pastry kind of thing called a samosa. Well, this is the samsa. This is where it comes from. If you've ever Googled the origin and the history of samosa, you know that there used to be meat-filled triangular items that came from Central Asia. And this is the samsa which it comes from. Full of meat, delicious, hearty, and more importantly, because I'm at the end of my trip now, cheap. So we are at the border to Uzbekistan now. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't done a land border crossing since 2015 when I was in Uganda. Should be fairly straightforward. I have my e-visa. Shouldn't be a problem. I have nothing in my bag that I should be worried about. No, I don't know why I winked. I really don't have anything in my bag that I should be worried about. Let's see how this goes. Welcome to Uzbekistan. No taxi, thank you. Spasiba. No, I'm good, thank you. So yeah, welcome to Uzbekistan. We across the border crossing. We are across the border crossing. And this goddamn place is like ISBT Kashmiri Gate in Delhi. Just a bunch of people trying to make some money from some tourists.
Hello, India.
Mithun Chakraborty.
Jimmy, Tansui.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
You see Gunda? Kanti Shah Gunda?
Ну, Чакрабортов, это есть же такой? Какой это был?
We have arrived near the Chorsu Bazaar. This bazaar has existed in Tashkent at least since the Mongol invasion. During the time of the Silk Route, it's called Chorsu, which means that it's a chowk, it's a meeting point of 4 major routes or avenues of Silk Route trade. It is one of the oldest and one of the most important shopping centers in the world. This is the outer part of the bazaar, selling all kinds of things, all kinds of clothes. Hello. I'm from India, man. What about you? Shy or doesn't speak English? Who knows? This. And now we head inside. This place is gigantic, guys. Sorry. Rahmat. Here we go. I could get heart disease in here. Look at this. It's just the smell of meat and all these people walking around shopping for their dinner. Apparently also one of the cheapest places in the town to shop. The Chorsu Bazaar. There's another level there. I'm not sure I'll go up there though. Good morning. It's our last day in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and it's our last day in Central Asia. A few years ago, when Indian actors Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor decided to have a baby and name him Taimur, 2 things happened. One, Indian media started showing footage of Taimur all around the clock. They started showing us how poopy his diapers were, what he ate for breakfast, what he called his grandfather, etc., etc. Another thing happened. A lot of people in India were very, very angry at the fact that they named their son Taimur Lung, who is of course a noted conqueror of the Mongols and Turkic people, but also in India a bit of a villain, because when he routed Delhi, he killed all the Kafirs, that is the non-Muslims, which were under the rule of the Delhi Sultanate. People argue that he was not a good man. Taimur Lung, check him out. Haughty. The mistake we as humans make is to assign goodness to a person first rather than greatness. Because I don't think it can be argued that Taimur Lung was not a great man. This guy, being the son of a minor tribal leader somewhere near Samarkand, grew to be the emperor of a kingdom that stretched all the way from the Mediterranean Sea in Eastern Europe, Central Europe, all the way to Mongolia. That is pretty much 25 to 30% of the world. So the next time you're thinking of taking an expensive vacation to some fancy overhyped European city like Vienna or Paris, give Tashkent a chance, guys, because these views, oh my god.
В вертолете и бесплатно покажет кино.
Наша бабка первая красавица среди. Чем разговаривать, лучше меду съесть, и осколок.
The Silk Route Marionettes Theatre. Can't believe I just saw a 1-hour puppet show in Russian and I didn't even get bored. We are back, boys. Let's go see the city. And now, as the sun sets over Uzbekistan, we must call an end to this Central Asian adventure. And I need to get out of this country. I'll see you next week in another part of the world, in another street somewhere, another hotel. Until then, spasiba, rahmet, salamat, do svidaniya, moi druzi. Привет!